So, for today's deep dive, we are opening the source code on two of the most talked about Linux distributions out there, Arch and Fedora.
Right. And if you're someone who really craves total control over your machine, you've probably looked at both of these.
Exactly. Our mission here is to go through the stack of sources you provided and really figure out what the true price of that control is.
What's so fascinating is that, stability is clearly not the main goal for either of them, not in the traditional sense.
So, what is it then?
Well, they both offer these powerful bleeding edge environments, but they force you into a choice between two very different kinds of high maintenance work.
So, it's a question of which technical anxiety you prefer to live with.
That's a great way to put it. You're either doing perpetual manual fixing or you're dealing with these rapid forced upgrades.
Okay, let's start with Arch Linux then. Its whole philosophy is simplicity and being lightweight, right? Total control through a rolling release.
The simplicity is, well, it's definitely relative. The setup process tells you everything.
There's no graphical installer, is there?
No, not by default. We're
Right.
talking about 40-plus steps of manual configuration. You're doing partitioning, network setup, bootloaders, all of it by hand.
How long does that take?
Users say 1.5 to 2 hours
Mm.
minimum, and that's just to get a basic usable system running.
And that's just the start of the heavy lifting. I mean, since it's a rolling release, you're essentially the QA team.
You really are. We saw reports about that broken kernel release in 2024 causing seg faults. And the forums,
Oh, the forums.
yeah, they document how the GNOME desktop environment breaks constantly with major updates. It's so common, one source even said you have to keep a permanent USB installer stick just for system recovery.
Wow. That constant fixing extends right into security, too, with the Arch user repository, the AUR.
A huge security concern. I mean, it's a massive source of community packages. Over 35,000 of them.
And the catch is no verification.
Zero automated verification. It's all on you. You're supposed to manually read these complex code scripts before you insmix anything.
Wait, really? For every single package? That seems unsustainable.
It is. You are the firewall.
Yeah.
And the risk is very real. We saw specific incidents like the Chaos Rat malware.
Right. That was in 3 different browser packages in July 2025.
And another one called SparkRat in a Google Chrome package. And they stayed live, downloadable, for up to 48 hours.
Okay, so Arch is perpetual maintenance
Yeah.
and is a serious security burden. Does switching to Fedora actually offer any relief?
It relieves the installation burden, for sure. Fedora is the testing ground for Red Hat Enterprise Linux, so it's all about cutting-edge features.
And the install is fast.
Lightning fast.
Yeah.
15 to 30 minutes with a standard graphical installer. But that speed comes with a huge catch.
The ticking clock.
Precisely. It's a 6-month release cycle, but support for any release only lasts 13 months total.
So you miss just 2 of those releases and you're done.
Your end of life, you get 0 security patches. Fedora 40, for example, hit its EOL back in May 2025. You are forced to upgrade.
So instead of constantly patching broken code yourself, you're in a race against the calendar.
Yes, and that race often means wrestling with the DNF package manager.
Dandified I am.
That's the one. And while it handles dependencies, users report the update logs become just massive and unreadable.
I think I saw a source describe it as an IKEA manual in 35 languages when your furniture is already collapsing.
That's about right.
Yeah.
And forum complaints are full of these horror stories of major updates just destroying entire installations, people having to switch back to something older just to get their data back.
So you're constantly upgrading and just praying DNF cooperates before that 13-month clock runs out.
Exactly.
So what does this all mean for you, the person who wants that total control? It sounds like you pay a high price either way.
You do. Arch demands your time up front for that long install, and then your ongoing labor to check 35,000 packages and fix things when they break.
And Fedora.
Fedora saves you time on the install, but it demands your time every 13 months for these forced rapid upgrades and recovering from the dependency messes.
So high control, high burden. It's unavoidable.
It seems to be the trade-off.
Which leaves us with a final thought. If the most cutting-edge systems rely on you, the user, acting as the final security check and the primary recovery engineer, what is the true hidden cost of all that bleeding-edge innovation? Something to think about.